represent our previous city, which is called Okana. And my team members are Carol, me, Chloe, Danica, and Dana. So our city's aim is to be a city of high performance that focuses on the artistic and kinetic potential of the unique field. It's mainly shaped as a pentagon to make it open to the sites around it, which is our city is located by the sea. Yeah. First up, I would like to invite Carol to give us a brief explanation.
Hi, I will talk about security. Why is security important for a city? Fast-growing city must deal with heightened threat of attacks on people and property, civil unrest, and environment disaster. Implementing effective security solutions mitigate these risks by ensuring increased standards and enhanced protection of people and environment. So this is the security of our future city. First is city authority and security forces. They may handle external and internal security threats, while infrastructure owners must develop security system tools assess that meet international standards. They not only need to patrol in the streets or the city, but in the cyberspace because of these technologies developed around. So next is intelligence surveillance. In the future, there will be millions of intelligence surveillance systems being installed in every corner of the city. Next is face recognition system. The surveillance camera can also identify the target and retrieve his information from the database. The police can order this system to track you once you are identified. By using this system, searching people become easy. This kind of system can help the police during inspection. Next is radar system. In the future, people will live in a fully wired world. Every part of the city are equipped with radar system as well. It can automatically detect you by your personal code if you are identified by the surveillance camera. It is a small gadget implanted in the building structure of the street. No one can hide from the police. When you hide in the ditch, the police can find you because of the radar system. It can send a signal to the police. Other than that purpose, it can also find the missing people. Next is alarm, emergency alarm. It is not only the alarm that will ring if the thief broke into your house. It can also receive the announcement from the authority when something happens emergency. Because if there is any disaster coming, the resident can get ready to live and evacuate. Let's go.
Waste management, but I'm going to start with waste management first. So there's actually two ways of handling waste. The first one is disposal, which is after waste has already been created, you dispose of it, which is post-waste management, and post-waste management, which is prevention, where you control the waste before it was created. For disposal, it goes back all the way to 1874, when the first incinerator was built during the industrial area to manage waste. Okay, I'm not sure if most of you know what's this, but this is the first ever rubbish dump. Compared to the ones we have now, this one, yeah, it's two different things. So the rubbish will actually carry the rubbish from a house to the landfill. A landfill is a place where they dispose the waste by burying the waste in, let's see, a big hole, a pit. Yeah, those of them are usually abandoned or unused quarries, where usually last time they used to mine for minerals. And incineration. Incineration is the process of combusting the waste an organic substance. But the bad thing about it is it produces lots of dioxins, furans, and pH. pH is a type of hydrocarbon which is harmful to your health. This is the process of combustion. Most of the gases here will be treated before it's released, and the ashes will be recovered to be byproducts, and the steam can be used to create energy, which I will later detail on in energy management. And for our future waste management, I've thought of this process, the pyrolysis, which is a thermochemical decomposition of organic material. The main aim of this is to change waste into something valuable, something that we can use in our daily lives, such as petrol and liquid fuel. For water management, we have treatment plants that are built to treat household waste. Underground pipes link the house to the treatment plants. This will channel our toilet water, industrial water, everything will go under the same tank and will be treated before it is reused for the consumer. Okay, for our second part of waste management, which is prevention, the most effective way to reduce waste is by not creating it in the first place. So this can save lots of energy, materials, and resources, which we are currently lacking now. And a few of the ways to prevent is reduce, reuse, recycle, 3 R's. Reduce, you can buy less clothes, look for products with less packaging. And then for reuse, you can reuse disposable items and maintain and repair products, old products which can be reused. Yeah. And lastly is recycling. Recycling is the process to change waste material into new products. Some of the items that we can recycle are dry paper, plastic, glass, aluminium, and electronics. And our next one is energy management. Energy management is the planning and operation of a energy production and energy consumption unit. The main aim is to produce energy for the city use, but our city focuses on renewable energy and of course pyrolysis, which I mentioned earlier, which is wind energy, solar energy, hydroelectric energy, and waste energy. So for wave energy, as you can see, is our city, and we are surrounded by the sea. We have wave energy, which is located by the sides of the city. I'll briefly explain how wave energy works. It's like when the wave goes up and there's a high tide, the air will push in to the turbine, and the turbine will spin, which generates energy. And the process will continue as the wave goes up and down. And for solar energy, the sunlight generates DC current. There's an energy in the sunlight, and where they will be converted to an alternating current in the inverter, and alternating current will be directed into the power supply and be used in our house. That excess electricity can be sold back to the national grid. Okay, for hydroelectric, we have a dam which is located in the center of the city. It produces energy by the high potential energy and move down. It changes kinetic energy into electrical energy with the same concept of turning the turbine. And lastly, we have waste management, which is the combustion waste to change it to electrical energy. Also by spinning a turbine, it should be around here, but it's not located. And pyrolysis. We came back to this. Okay, actually pyrolysis is the process of heating rubbish or waste or biological waste in an underground furnace, where the high heat will vibrate and will cause the waste to vibrate and it will break down into liquid fuel. This is the waste from our house, and you go to the hole and you burn it up. Yeah, it will change to liquid fuel. The liquid fuel can be used for many things to power up our generators. And yeah, so that's all for energy and waste management. I will now pass it to Chloe.
Hello, my topic is hospitality and tourism. Basically, this island, this city, Okana, is very, it's located by the sea, so it's very famous for its sea activities, and there are a lot of things to do. It's like an ultimate tourism area. So basically, the most attractive thing about this city is its swimming with dolphins. You can actually swim with dolphins. It's really cool. And next. And there are like water sports like parasailing, whitewater rafting, surfing, and there are people who are trained in that area to guide you and to help you, and it's very safe basically, and it's rock climbing as well, and it's like a natural rock. It's not man-made or anything, and there are experienced rock climbers who will relay you, and it's very safe. And the thing is to see, this is the coolest part of this city. It's in the northern part of the world, so at night the tourists and the local people will take their mats out, lay on the grass and watch the northern lights. It's really beautiful and mesmerizing. And places to stay. Just like Maldives, there are chalets along the beach. So let's say one morning you wake up and you're like, oh, I want to swim with the fishes today. And you can just open the door and like, oh, the water is just here, let's go swimming, you know. And there are fish everywhere, you can go snorkeling. There's a private boat for you to travel around if you want to. And the hotels, they're all 5-star hotels, no cheap hotels. But the thing is,
there goes our money.
if you are like a backpacker and you want like a budget hotel, you can just choose the bare minimum of this hotel, meaning you get the room and it's cheaper than the whole package. And if you're like a family and you're rich and you want to spend money, you can opt to like go for spa or buffet meals or like concerts and stuff. And tour guides, what is a good city without a good tour guide, right? And good customer service. So the tour guides are all very well trained. They are specially selected, and they undergo some this training program thing. They have to speak fluent English and other languages as well, and they are very friendly and polite, and they provide like the best customer service. So yeah, that's it. Very good morning to Ms. Kavendra and fellow friends. I'm going to talk about transport and disaster relief. Transport.
Sorry, I didn't get your name. What was it?
Oh, Danica.
Okay. I always get you confused with Dana. I don't know why. Okay, continue.
The definition for transport is a system for carrying people or goods from one place to another using vehicles, roads, and others. I have 4 guidelines to plan the transport system in my city, and the first point is transport system must meet the actual and not the perceived needs of the commuters. This means that for the transport that I plan, it must be according to the needs of the citizens, like where do they want to travel from this area to another area, and when do they need that transport. The people will be consulted and their feedback will be taken seriously, though it might not be necessarily accepted. For example, the recently the BRT, I believe it's because of the jam in Fnbe that they come up with this transportation plan to reduce the traffic jams in the Fnbe areas. And for my next point is that efficient transport system tends to use up a lot of resources. Therefore, when we plan for the transport system, we have to use proper planning to maximize the usage and minimize the wastage. In a crowded urban setting, creative ways must be conjured up to maximize the use of space. Although architects might not be involved in the designing of roads in the city, but we can hire architects to help in the process of planning the roads in the city. And for my third point is observe and the environmental ranking of transportation modes. This means that we have to make like walking preferably to cycling, and cycling preferred to public transit, and public transit preferred to private car parks. This will help to reduce the traffic in the city, and it will also help to build a healthy and environmental friendly country. For example, we can have walkways that are shaded so that it will encourage people to use the streets instead. by walking instead of using cars. And for my last point for transport, we have to relook the functions of the streets. Like there are many roads in this city, and it will be a waste if the roads are just mainly for transportation purposes. So to make the streets more useful, we will have coffee corners and simple street entertainments like placed at the side so that the road can have more functions other than just for transportation purposes. Just like the Jonker Street in Malacca, like in the afternoon cars can still pass by, but at night it's like all the shops, lots selling food and souvenirs will be situated along the street so that tourists can explore the city. And moving on to the next one is the disaster relief. Disaster relief is the intervention aimed at meeting the intermediate needs of the victims of disaster events. Why is planning disaster relief important? Is because that it reduces the panic and anxiety of the citizens and hastens recovery like after the disaster. That is a disaster-free city. Therefore, as many disasters arise due to the human activities, that is serious about action in the present and in the future. And policies should be implemented strictly. People would not further know. And projects that have an impact to the environment assessed properly so that excessive loggings will not happen in the city. And breaking of such rules and regulations be dealt with thoroughly. And activities related to the nature like Earth Hour should be implemented like throughout the city, a few families or houses. And the next point, the preparedness event of the disaster is an important key to stabilizing fear and anguish in society. The search and rescue team has to be when the disaster happens, in a few minutes they will go out and give help to those in need. All this is in terms of equipment, medical support, and food. Medication should always be prepared so that time really when a disaster will happen. Yeah.
Proper air ventilation, and to have abundant natural light, access to views and noise control so that it will be a comfortable place for the occupants to live in. It should be energy efficient and it should use renewable sources of energy, and water efficient and proper waste management in the building. And last but not least, it should have environmental preferable building materials and specifications. So this is one example of a new building is none other than the office tower Menara Mashinyanga by our Malaysian architect Ken Yang. His intention in building this building is green building, is to benefit the natural sunlight from all directions into the building for energy saving. He used the truss steel and aluminium sunroof, which also incorporates solar panels that will power the building. Next, it also has good ventilation as all the office floors have sliding doors that allow the occupants to control natural ventilation. Next, this is our proposal of our future cities green building. First
of all, since solar energy is so abundant and it's reusable and renewable, when we use solar panels to absorb sun radiation and heat energy to convert the heat energy into our electrical energy, we will not only cut down on the energy and gas consumption, but we will also reduce emissions of greenhouse gases from non-renewable resources. So first of all, we will use photovoltaic roofing with solar panels. And next, building materials can also sometimes evaporate and release harmful chemicals. So in order to prevent us from breathing in these toxic substances, we should use eco-friendly materials such as the PVC, linoleum, and the water-based paints, which are non-toxic. Then our city well, so that we will have a more sustainable future and it does not cause harm to our environment. Thank you.
All right.